You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. But even deeper than that, you fall to the level of your environment. And I'm not just talking about your physical space, I'm talking about the full energetic, emotional, and psychological ecosystem that you're living in right now. Because here's the truth most people miss. Your environment is programming you every single day. What you listen to, what you scroll past, the tone of the conversations you're having, the way your kitchen is set up, the clothes on the floor, the sounds in your space, the way your room smells, the buzz of your phone, the background noise of your life. All of this is shaping your behavior, reinforcing your identity, keeping you in a version of yourself that maybe you've outgrown. So if you've ever wondered, why do I keep falling off track even though I really want to grow? Why does consistency feel like a fight even when I've planned everything out? Why do I feel like I'm growing internally but nothing around me reflects that? This is why. It's not because you're lazy and it's not because you're unmotivated. It's because your environment hasn't caught up to your version yet. And that misalignment, that's what's creating the friction. Today we're going to change that. I'll walk you through my 4-part framework for curating your environment to support your growth. We'll explore the spaces, inputs, and energetic signals shaping your daily life, and how to rewire them to finally feel supported instead of self-sabotaged. And to help you integrate all of this, I've created a free worksheet you can download and fill it out step by step with me. It's linked below, and it's the same structure I used week 5 of my Rewired program. And if you're ready to shift your life from the inside and the outside, start with this. Before we dive in, let me tell you a quick story. None of this is theory for me. This entire philosophy started with something really small. For months, I wanted to commit to a peaceful nighttime routine. Nothing crazy, just 15 minutes yoga, breath work, a short meditation, maybe journaling, reading a book. I knew it would help me sleep, reduce my stress, clear my mind, help me wake up feeling better, and yet I kept skipping it. I'd scroll too long, I'd get distracted, I'd crash into bed, and I'd feel that familiar wave of guilt, like I was just failing myself again and again. And I kept thinking, why can't I just do this? I want to. I know how good it feels. What's wrong with me? Until one night it hit me. I wasn't setting myself up to succeed. The mat wasn't out. My phone was right next to me on my bed. There was no visual or energetic invitation to become that version of me. So I did 2 really simple things. I laid out my yoga mat. I left it out right where I'd see it. And I bought a physical alarm clock so I could charge my phone across the room and break that scroll sleep loop. And guess what? It worked. Not because I suddenly had more discipline, not because I magically became better, because I removed the friction. That's what this video is about, removing friction, building alignment, creating an ecosystem where you're not constantly fighting to grow, because everything around you is pulling you forward. So let's zoom out. You're not just a list of habits, you are a system. Everything you do, every behavior, every thought, every decision, it happens in a context, and your environment is that context. So when people say, I just need to be more disciplined, I always ask, or do you need to be better supported? Most people try to change themselves without ever changing their surroundings, but your environment is reinforcing the version of you that exists today. And if you want to become someone new, you need to change what that version of you is surrounded by. So that's what we're about to do. Grab a pen and paper or open the worksheet I've linked below if you downloaded it, and let's walk through this together. Step 1 is to audit your inputs. Start by writing down, what are the things you consume daily? The music, the podcasts, YouTube videos, social media, conversations, your screensavers, ambient noise in your home. Then ask yourself, what is the energetic signature of this input? Is it uplifting? Is it neutral? Is it draining? Is it stressful? Is it inspiring? You'd be surprised how often you're absorbing stress, comparison, urgency, or shame without even realizing it. Think about what you scroll when you wake up. What sound fills your room? Who are you listening to while you work, or cook, or clean? The inputs you absorb shape the outputs you expect. This step alone can shift your entire nervous system baseline, because the right inputs regulate your mind. The wrong ones dysregulate it. Step 2 is to audit your physical space. This is where people usually think aesthetic resets. It goes way deeper than cleaning. Write down, what are the first 3 things I see when I wake up? What part of my space causes me to stress? What's visually inspiring to me right now? What surfaces or corners feel like they're holding old energy? Now go deeper. Ask yourself, does this space reflect the version of me I'm becoming? Where is there unnecessary friction? What could I shift, even slightly, to make this space a cue for calm? Even the smallest tweak makes a huge difference. One drawer, one shelf, one little morning corner, one intentional fragrant sound, texture, or color. Your environment doesn't need to be a Pinterest board. It needs to feel like a safety, like clarity, just like you. Step 3 is to audit your people. This one's tender because most of us aren't raised to evaluate the emotional impact of our relationships. But emotional energy is one of the most powerful forces shaping your environment. Write down, who do I feel expanded around? Who do I feel small around? Who drains me? Who reaffirms the version of me I'm trying to let go of? Who sees me fully and wants me to grow? Now ask, what conversations do I want more of? What boundaries do I need to hold? Who is safe to share this journey with? This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life. It means curating proximity, protecting your frequency, choosing where you spend your energetic budget. You can outgrow dynamics and still love people. You can choose growth and still be compassionate. When I was in India doing my 200-hour yoga teacher training, my philosophy taught us that you should have 3 closest people to your life that you should spend 75% of your social energy on, and everyone outside of that circle should get less than 10%. So that means that the 3 closest people to you should be people that are helping you grow into that version of you that you want to be. Step 4 is to curate new inputs and anchors. This is where we rewire. Write down, what energy do I want my space to hold? What 1 to 2 new anchors could remind me of who I'm becoming? What visual, auditory, or sensory cues could support this shift? Where can I reduce my friction by designing my space around my goals? This is what I did with my yoga mat. It wasn't about the mat. It was about the invitation, like I said before. It reminded me who I wanted to be before the resistance kicked in. And then over time, I didn't need to try anymore. The environment made it natural. So that's what systems do. And systems only work when they're rooted in alignment. Let's pause for a moment here. Close your eyes and picture your space. Now picture the version of you you're becoming. What does she see when she wakes up? What sounds are in her space? What's on her phone? What does her room feel like? What has she let go of, physically or energetically, that no longer fit? Take a deep breath. That future you, she's not far away. She just needs some support. That's what Rewired was built to help you create. Not just a habit plan, not just a mindset work, but an entire environment, internal and external, that matches your growth. Inside the program, we build this system together. We reduce resistance. We rewire your habits. We upgrade your inputs. We create the container for who you're meant to become. But if you're not ready for that, this worksheet is the perfect place to start. Use it, revisit it, build your space like you're building your nervous system with care. And if this spoke to you, subscribe, comment below, and tell me what's one thing in your environment that you're going to shift today. Because this is how you start showing up without pushing, forcing, faking. You're not behind, you're not broken, you're just ready for a new system, so let's build it. Use the free worksheet that I linked below and just start to become more aware of how all these little things around you are programming you every day, every minute, from the lyrics and the songs that you listen to all the way to the lighting in your bedroom that you wouldn't even think about. These things can really make a huge difference in your life, and it already has in mine. I've been doing my night routine consistently at least 5 days a week for the past 6 months. So I'm just sharing this with you because I want you to feel the same way that I do when I go to sleep after doing my night routine and waking up feeling energized instead of drained from falling asleep scrolling on my phone. You can do this. I believe in you. Always remember to take deep breaths and live mindfully.